Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Today we will start with vector algebra as I told you in our previous video. The topic is vector algebra and today's agenda is this. I have written all things as my agenda today. Let me change the color. Let me give it to the green. Vector and scalar we will discuss, then we will do an example, then we will do representation of vector, then again another example, then we will do types of vectors, then another example. Means 3 topics, 3 examples. Right? Then our topic is scalar and vector. Today my pictures are little hazy. I will read it fully. Hope you will have no problem in those. Vectors represent one of the most important mathematical systems which is used to handle certain types of problems. Wait. Let me use the rubber here. Yeah. Using highlighter. Certain types of problems in geometry, in mechanics, in other branches of applied mathematics, physics and engineering. This is a general introduction of what is a vector. Our topic is scalar and vector quantities. Physical quantities are divided into 2 categories: scalar quantities and vector quantities. Those quantities which have only magnitude and which are not related to any fixed direction in space are called scalar quantities, or briefly scalars. The examples of scalars are mass, volume, then density, work, temperature, etc. Then a scalar quantity is represented by a real number along with a suitable unit. A second kind of quantities are those which have both magnitude and direction. Such quantities are called vectors. Displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum, weight, force, etc. are examples of vectors and vector quantities. Right. Moving on to our next slide. Yeah, this is our first example, example number 1. This is our first example. Yeah. Classify the following measures as scalars and vectors. Very simple question. You must know a little bit of physics here. Hope you are solving the question, and you have already solved by pausing the video. I am moving on to a solution. 20 meter northwest. It is displacement, means it is a vector. I am writing V. 10 Newton force, vector. Yeah. There is 30 km per hour, no direction mentioned, so it is a speed. So scalar, sorry, it's scalar. It must be scalar. It must be scalar. S C A. I am writing scalar because I have first written V. That's my fault. See, this is directed, means we have given the direction. So velocity is a vector. This is a vector. This is a thing you must know if you know a little bit physics. Charge is a scalar quantity. So this is a scalar. Done. Now our topic is representation of vectors. Representation of vectors is a tilted photo. Today my picture quality is not so good. What can I do? These are the pictures only I got. No problem, I will dictate it. If you have any problem, you can hear my words and understand. Geometrically, a vector is represented by a directed line segment. For example, if A is equal to AB, AB is a vector here. Here A is called the initial point. Definition of initial point means and B is the terminal point. Hope you are understanding this. Representation of vector was that. Now let's read this. A directed line segment with initial point A and continuation of the previous slide. Terminal point B is denoted by AB or AB vector. This is a vector symbol. Vectors are also denoted by small letters with an arrow above it, or by small bold letters. Example, this or arrow. This is an example of a vector representation. Then here in the figure, A is equal to AB, and the magnitude or modulus of A is expressed as this symbol, this, and here must be something, and is equals to AB, the distance between the initial and terminal points. Leave this is nothing. Yeah. Now remarks: the magnitude of a vector is always non-negative real number. Every vector AB has the following three characteristics. Length: the length of AB will be denoted by AB mod. Support: the line of unlimited length of which AB is the segment is called the support of the vector AB. Sense: the sense of AB is from A to B and that of BA is from B to A. Thus the sense of a directed line segment is from its initial point to a terminal point. Next slide. Question. Example 2. We have to represent graphically these two. Let me use the pen here. The 60 km 40 degree east of north. I am representing both in one graph. You may represent in two different graphs. Let this be a big graph, and this is a sign convention. This is north, then this is east, this is south, this is west. Let's start. 40 degree east of north. First let me plot the vector. East of north means north. This is the north segment. This thing is the north segment. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, barabar here. Hope you understand what I am trying to tell you. This is the north, and east of north means this, and this angle is 40 degree, means from north we go 40 degree east. This is our main discussion, 40 degree, and the magnitude will be 60 km. This is how we represent, and with an arrow. Let me give the arrow here. First writing this. With this I give the arrow, and if you want you can give arrow to the angle also. This is 40 degree arrow. Moving on, this is not to scale. Don't think this to be in a specified scale. Yeah. And 50 km southeast. Southeast is this. Southeast means 45 degree. I can write angle like this, 45 degree. Then I will write here 50 km. Length also matters. I think I have given this 50 km length smaller than the 60 km. It seems. If it not, then let me extend this. This is a 60 km line, that is a 50. With this question is also done. Next, our topic is type of vectors. I have written it's a very small. I can enlarge this. Yeah, I am enlarging. Yeah, I can't write if I am enlarging. So hope you are seeing the my pointer. A vector whose magnitude is 0 is called a 0 or null vector and is represented by 0. The initial and terminal points of the directed line segment represent 0 vector are coincident and its direction is arbitrary. Then we have to take unit vector. Unit vector whose modulus is unity. It is known as unit vector. The unit vector is in the direction of velocity vector A and is denoted by a cap, read as a cap. Thus mod a cap is 1. A cap is equal to A by mod A, vector by magnitude of A. Let's read about like and unlike vectors. Vectors are said to be like when they have the same sense of direction, unlike they have the opposite sense of direction. Collinear and parallel vector. Vectors having the same parallel supports are called collinear vectors. Coinitial vectors, vector having the same initial point is called coinitial vector. Coplanar vector, a system of vectors is said to be coplanar. Whereas the system of vectors is called coplanar if they lie in the same plane or the supports are parallel to the same plane. Coterminous vectors, vectors have the same terminal point are called coterminous vectors. Negative vector, the vector has the same magnitude as given vector A but opposite is called the negative vector and is denoted by minus A. PQ is equal to if PQ is equal to A, there one only it seems to be. Leave that there. This is PQ equals to A and that is QP is equal to minus A. Then, and reciprocal of the vector, a vector having the same direction as that of the given vector A but magnitude is equals to reciprocal of the given vector is known as reciprocal vector and denoted by A inverse. Thus, if mod A is equal to A, mod of A inverse is 1 by A. Unit vector is self-reciprocal, we know. Unit vector's mod is 1 and 1's reciprocal is 1 only. Talking about localized vector. A vector which is drawn parallel to a given vector through a specified point in space is called localized vector. For example, a force acting on a rigid body is localized vector as its effect depends on the line of action of the force. Right? There is an 11th vector which whose image is not present to us, so I will write that. Yeah. 11th vector is free vector. First let me write the number 11. Free vector. The images of this free vector is not available to me right now, so I am writing it. Free vector. Free vector is, I am not writing the full definition, it's very tedious on my side. So if I am dictating it, if the value of a vector depends only on its length and direction and independence of its position of space is called a free vector. Depends only on length and direction of vectors. This is dependency. This is depends. Let me write it here. Yeah, depends. So, and not depends on position in space if it is independent, position independent, so that vector is known as free vector. Let me write independent here. Independent. Writing here is very difficult. Independent. Yeah. This is something, hope you get to understand it, leaving my writing. I am sure no one will understand my writing. Leave. Equality of vectors. Two vectors A and B are said to be equal if these conditions. A mod A is equal to mod B, then we have the same or parallel support, or they have the same sense, and they have the same sense. If three condition is fulfilled, then only we call them equal. Two vectors may not be equal unless they have the same direction. This vector is not equals to this vector. Do you want examples of these vectors? If you want, please comment me. I will then give the examples in my next video on vectors. Moving on to the next. This is our question and the last question for today. Example 3. Yeah, let me write this. This is our example 3. We have to write the answer very simply. This is the diagram given. From this we have to find how many collinear vectors are there, how many equal vectors are there, and co-initial vector and collinear but not equal vector. These 4 points are given. See, collinear vector. Let me move to our previous slide. Collinear vector was the vector having the same of parallel support are called collinear vectors, right? Same or parallel support. Same support, C and D have same support. Support means the line in which the vector is placed. So C and D is obvious. C comma D are collinear, that's obvious. Now A lies in a parallel support, so A is also a collinear vector with along with C and D. We have to find equal vectors. Equal vectors, I have told you three conditions. Mod A is equal to mod B, they have same or parallel support, they have same sense, right? Mod A is equal to mod B. Here, don't confuse with these. Same magnitude. A and C have same magnitude. Let's see if it follows other conditions also. Other condition was same and parallel support. Same support is not there, but parallel support is there. They have the same sense, right? Let's see if it is direction. Sense means direction, right? Let me give you where I have told you sense is direction. Here I told you the sense of AB is from A to B, then that of BA is B to A, means the direction. The sense is directed line segment is from its initial point to its terminal point, right? We were here, yeah. Have the same sense also. So finally A and C are equal. Our aim. Co-initial means starting from a single point. Here is a junction of co-initial vectors. Let me give you a definition again. Vectors having the same initial point are called co-initial vectors, right? So this junction point have three vectors starting from these. So these three are co-initial vectors. These are B, then C, then D, then C, then D. We have to find then collinear but not equal. We already found collinear vectors C, D and A. We have to, and we also know among these C and A are equal, and we have to just guess C and D are not equal. We can think it from our previous observations only, and from this also C and D are collinear since they have same support, but the direction is opposite. So they are not equal, but they are collinear. C and D is the answer for this question. And with this, I come to the end of this video. Note of thanks for you. In our next video on this vector topic, we will cover our next topic, which is position vector. We will do position vector and we will solve more questions on position vectors only. We will not do anything new in our next video on vectors. And in my next video, which will be on my the next video, which will be uploaded in very short time, we will start with, we have already started with complex number, but we will start with a new series on complex number, and with the tag 2.0, since another series is also going on complex number. In this series we will do questions. Mainly we will be based on questions. We will concentrate on questions, and that is complex number, simply complex number that series was. And in that series we are covering full detailed theory. That video will also be coming soon, but in my next video, hoping that I will start with complex number 2.0. And in that means my next video we will discuss the rapid theory, then we will move on to questions. Means the next video we will not directly jump to questions, we will do a rapid theory, then we will do questions. With this I take your leave. Thank you. Goodbye.